following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards to go, second down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw is Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13. And Levis going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gets past 1 man. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Hyatt goes in motion left. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Like 13. Hand up. 49's down, 22 read. Here on down, right down, 49 read up. Hey, 24 left.
Off the play fake, Levis. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Levis ran it last time. Here he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Diamond. Tracy. Set.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that is incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Escaping a tackler at the 25. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Levis out of the shotgun now. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.